Hello, good morning, and welcome to another episode of AM Cafe. And of course, it's Beyond the Surface. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And of course, I am Tolulope Akiyemi, popularly known as Tolu of God. Thank you so much for watching and staying tuned for this particular program. And I'm alone. Yes, I'm not here with my co-host, but she sends her regards. Hope you guys are doing great. And this morning weather is something else, especially when we are in, I think we are in longer nights, shorter day now. It's exactly around to 7. A lot of the weather is still kind of cold and everywhere is still looking so cloudy. So hope you are staying safe out there. Okay, so rushing out down to the program of today on Beyond the Surface. And of course, you know, on Beyond the Surface, we give you the best of the best gist. It's not just like all this gist that you get on the surface. We go deep down into giving you the full details and entertaining you, likewise educating you in return. All right, so today we're talking about Instagram. Yes. I know you guys will be like, you are always talking about Instagram. It's because Monseri and Mark Zuckerberg will not let us be. They just keep updating a lot of things on Instagram. And I'm like, guys, can you just stop updating and just let's get used to the new development already? But no, I think we are in a changing world and the world is changing real fast. And that is kind of having effect on Instagram. Yes. So currently on Instagram, as at yesterday, this update was released yesterday, and the update is about quiet mode on Instagram. So Instagram has currently updated a new features that enables you to go on a break on Instagram. So it's possible for you to be on Instagram for the whole 24 hours and you are possibly non-productive. So as much as Instagram wants you to stay longer on their app, they also want you to live a mentally healthy life. And I think that is why the quiet mode was activated. The quiet mode is meant to you can just set it on your Instagram feature, but you can't see it yet. You have to download the new updates. You have to update your Instagram app to get that features on your Instagram. Apart from the quiet mode, they also did multi-select recommendation. The multi-select recommendation is quite amazing because it's always displayed on the explore page of Instagram, and when you click on this feature actually enable you to click on more than one content that you are not interested in. That's amazing. That's really amazing. Then apart from that, on Instagram page we have hidden word recommendation. The hidden word recommendation basically enables you to actually take note of a particular word that you notice on Instagram and you probably want to make more research on. It's quite educative, isn't it? So that's all about Instagram updates. And then guys, honestly, that's quite amazing, especially the quiet mode. I am so happy for that, because some people used to say that Instagram is kind of an unhealthy platform to be because there are a lot of oppression out there. So Mark Zuckerberg and Monseri have made it so easy for you to just, go on a break from all the oppression. All right, so moving right into another gist of today, and it's about the trends on Twitter. Yes, the trend is quite, I think this kind of trend has never happened in a long time. And what's the trend about? The trend is about Shegsy. If you're on Twitter right now, you will agree with me that Shegsy is currently trending on Twitter back to back. Like, guys, I don't even understand. I can't fathom why trending Big Shares is trending on Twitter, only because of the Phantom X12 Techno Phantom X12 that he actually won the ambassadorship, and they are launching the new techno brand this morning, I think today, I don't know the time in particular. And a lot of people are just like congratulating Big Shares. People just keep saying congratulations Big Shares, congratulations, and that has over hundreds of thousands tweets. My goodness, Honestly, I don't know what to say or how to feel about this, but it's quite a great win for Big Shares. And if you don't know Big Shares is one of the ex-BB Niger participants, and he did quite okay. He did quite okay because he's not actually my favorite anyway, but he's currently trending on Twitter. So currently moving to the next talk of today is Rexy. People have been, this trend is actually on TikTok. Like Rexy, I'll be keeping Rexy. Hey, guys, I don't know, but Rexy is currently trending, and a lot of things has been said about Rexy new song. I don't think the song is new anyway, but something about TikTok is once you release a song, it might not blow at that particular time frame you released it, but maybe after some time people will just start creating content with it, and before you know it, you are all over the social media. And that's what is happening with Rexy right now. I'm like, oh, people, different celebrities have been using Rexy's song to create content. You know, I keep wondering what's so like special about Rexy. I'm making Rexy. The song does not, the lyrics of the song really does not have meaning, but a lot of people have been like, you know, a lot of people have been saying a lot about Rexy's song. People have been vibing to Rexy's song. You know, you can also vibe to Rexy's song. Go on TikTok, you will see a lot of content. And apart from TikTok, you can also go on Audiomack to download the song, but will not be allowed to play the song on the screen. But if you want to know more about Rexy and his music, go on TikTok. You'll get a lot of things. Do you think Rexy's song is worth the hype, or because he actually collaborated with Naira Marley to release this particular song? And I'm like, okay, any song that comes from Naira Marley, I don't think is any reasonable song. I'm sorry, I don't think it's any reasonable song, but then people are just like that. I don't think people really don't vibe to the meaning of a song. People just vibe to the beats. Like, especially if the beat is so captivating and it's so, you know, alluring, people will just be like, oh, I love this beat, and people just vibe into it without digging deep to see if actually this song has meaning or not. Please, what's the meaning of Abiki Rexy? Nothing added to someone's life. So I would actually implore you to listen to songs that are quite meaningful, not anything related to Rexy or something that is not, that does not make good meaning or does not make sense. You know, I think we should listen to more educative songs and more inspiring songs instead of just vibing to beats by beats. And to the last gist of today, it's something that we all are experiencing as Nigerians, and it's about the fuel scarcity. The talk on fuel scarcity is trending on Twitter presently, and people have been saying different things, you know, different variation of fuel prices in different states. That is quite so annoying, and I don't know how you guys are feeling about this. How you guys like surviving with the rate of fuel scarcity in Nigeria is quite alarming, and that's just one of those things. Now to the last episode, to last but not the least talk. It's about Techno Phantom X2. You see, this particular phone will be reviewed today at Techno, of course, Techno office, whatever, and a lot of celebrities will be there. Celebrities like Bella, like Shagzy, like Sharon. If you guys do not know these guys, just make sure you catch up with them on Instagram. I think they're going live on Instagram during the launching of the new Techno Phantom X2. This particular phone, I don't know how amazing it is, but we are sure going to find out today. We are sure going to find out today anyway. So you guys should try and stay tuned and watch till try to stay tuned and watch to the end. I don't know, maybe you learn one or two things and all that. But I don't think Techno Phantom X2 would be actually very, very good as iPhone. I'm sorry. Even when Shexy and Bella were doing video adverts, I'm sure they use iPhone to film the adverts for Techno Phantom X2. But I don't, let me just say a lot. I don't say a lot about that. But then that is all about this morning gist. And thank you so very much for joining me on this episode of Beyond the Surface. And of course, you know, we don't give you just the one on the surface. We go deep to giving you the best of the best. Thank you so much for joining me once again on Beyond the Surface. Till I see you next week, same time, same station. Be blessed and stay safe. Stay safe.
Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Good morning, ma. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Èdè òyìnbó kì í ṣe ti bàbá mi. Wọ́n ní pé katapila èyí mẹ́ta fò sọ́lẹ̀. Mo sọ òyìnbó títí mo bá sáré mi kẹ́tì. Ajá ọbẹ̀ láṣẹ díẹ̀ lólè o. Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìn mọ́. Good morning, ma.
Good day, friends. I'm excited to welcome you to this wonderful moment of inspiration. My name is Olasode Oladapo, and last week we began to have a beautiful time. I believe that this week we would have another wonderful 5 minutes, and at the end of the day, you will be encouraged, inspired, and motivated to take the next step to your journey to greatness. To move further from last week, I want you to get a mirror and make sure you are comfortably seated while we're at it. Thank you for obliging me. Now, I want you to take a long gaze at the mirror and memorize the image that you're seeing. You see, I'm saying this because I want to say some extremely important things about the image in the mirror, and I don't want you to miss a word of it. Are we ready? Thank you very much. You see,
Good morning, viewers out there. You're welcome to this segment of our program this morning. Thank God it's another Friday, a Friday for goodness and riches of God. So you're welcome, and this morning we want to go the way of the Lord, because head of a nation is head for all. And we look at the environmental issues as very, very important, because if we get it right environmentally, the medical officers in the hospitals may have less job to do. That's our thinking and conclusion at a forum yesterday, where we are discussing this topic this morning. We said that if environmentally we are sound, if the diseases are not flying in our ear, if we are not living in a dirty environment, we're likely to have less visits to hospitals. The person who is going to confirm that is already here. Is an environmentalist. Is a state chairman of the Environmental Health Officers Association, otherwise known as EOA. He is sanitarian Ola Olufemi. So he's here today, and the secretary is here with him, but we are not going to bring the secretary on air, so I'll be speaking with the chairman. So, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing.
This is the first time we are meeting this year.
Yeah, I'm compliment to see
This to you, sir. Yeah, let's look at a simple definition of an environment and what a good environment is as well.
Yeah, just in a simple way, it's just all the totality of what surrounds man.
Totality of what surrounds man.
Exactly.
Okay? That's what we call environment.
Exactly.
Okay?
Where man lives, what he eats,
Okay?
what he drinks, where he sits, where he goes,
Okay?
where he walks, everything that has to do with man,
Okay.
systems surrounding him as an individual,
Okay.
and everything that surrounds him, okay, that is
Okay, if we're going to look at it from an angle of a good one, a bad environment, a good environment, what is a good environment, sir?
It's very simple, okay? All the totality that I've just mentioned.
The totality again?
When it is inimical to the living of a man, when
It's bad.
it's bad.
Okay.
It has become negative. And whatever environment that one finds himself in, and the environment is conducive, it's wholesome, okay, it's healthy, then it's just be positive.
Now the governor of the state, Senator Ademola Nurudeen Jackson, Adeleke, came up and said that during the time that I'll be here, I don't want to see flooding environment. I want to see smart and good environment. That every officer must be in charge of his environment, taking care, cleaning it, and every other thing necessary. He has said that his words. And civil servants all over must key to it. And we are the mouthpiece of the government. We are saying what the governor said now. That the governor said he would not want to see any dirty environment. So how are we going to have this? How are we going to sustain it? It's your responsibility.
Yeah, I want to appreciate our governor, our dear governor, the governor of people,
Okay.
who also is environmental health friendly.
Environmental health friendly.
We are pleased
Okay.
to have him. We are very, very pleased to have him.
Without instruction.
Having him, yes, even, by the time he came in, he said, okay, all offices, especially local government councils, he said, we should all go and redress. We should go and turn a new leaf. It shouldn't be business as usual. All dirty environment should be kept clean with immediate effect.
Okay.
And we went back, all of us, from up to down. On Thursday, we all workers of the local government, I work in the local government. Okay, everyone is involved. Up to now, Thursday basis, we ensure that we have.
So yesterday you used the first 3-4 hours cleaning your environment.
Yeah, actually, in all our councils, we use the first 2 hours, 6 to 10.
Okay.
But basically, we environmental officers, okay, in our large number, we all, especially those that are working in the zone,
Okay.
together with people from Shugbo, Longda, Bedore,
Okay.
and all, those of us that are living Shugbo and Ede.
Okay.
We mandated them, all of us, that we should converge at Ede.
Okay.
Because we have a program that we've been doing for a long now. It has become customary and rotational.
Okay.
We go to all towns, big towns, and villages to do what we call zonal sanitation.
Zonal sanitation.
Yeah, even
Okay.
before the inception of this administration. So we go to towns, we've been to Ife, we've been to Lai, Ragbiji, Oshogbo here. Even there, we have been there before.
Okay.
They will go around to ensure that as a team, because we are not as many as we ought to be, our number is doing good. And that is why we have decided that, okay, as a teamwork, once in a quarter, as much as possible, we bring our resources together and do sanitation of the town. Teach them how to do it, give them instructions, and where necessary, we apprehend wherever that is not due the needful. So, yeah, like you said, yesterday was Thursday, and I think it's not peculiar to local government councils. All government offices is expected to do this sanitation of the team.
Okay.
And since then, the governor that has given the mandate, I want to believe that it's in his hand.
Okay.
If we must achieve this feat can be achievable.
It's achievable.
Yes, it's doable.
Okay.
It's God's hand, and it's
In the governor's hands as well. Okay. Now, I think it was during the inter-religious prayer that we held there. The governor said it himself, and we can confirm that White House is now White House.
Yes.
If you go there now, you see it plain white, shining. So that's one example there, and that he charged all civil servants to please key in. If you ever visit some other offices, you see junks, broken chairs, broken tables, parked at a corner of the entrance. So this must go.
Yeah.
Now, local government, you've taken to the other that no dirty environment, and other agencies of government, other parastatals. Are you planning to visit to please discuss with them? I know government like ours here. We are trying our best, but do you still have to go around to implement this?
Yeah, we have to go around. It's our duty to go to any premises
Okay.
where human being is living, from the hour of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and at any reasonable hours.
Okay.
It's our duty, okay, and we have the provision of law to do that. We can enter any premises. So everyone should respect us, be it government offices, be it corporate, organizations, markets, eateries.
We are coming to market,
Yeah, everywhere we are in charge, and we have the law backing us to go to all these places. Let me say this, that yes, we want to appreciate our governor for taking the bull by the horn.
Okay.
That charity begins at
At
home.
home.
His office, White House, actually the painted and the blue works of renovation, and likewise he has given us the directive to follow suit. And I want to believe that everybody is trying to. Just yesterday I told you that we went to okay, but when we finished our job, I went to where my secretary works, sanitarian Raphael Akola. But all these chores, especially as necessitated by the NSIS the other time.
Okay, the protest.
The protest.
Okay.
You agree with me that some of our local governments were taught, local government secretary were taught, and all those rebels, all those chants, were just littered and the place indiscriminately. So I went there yesterday. I saw a new look. Okay, new look. A good environment, serene environment. This is what is expected of every one of us. We have to clean. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Whatever that is good, we don't have choice. That to clean, because it's the best way that we live our life and fulfill all our heart desires. When you don't have good side, when we don't have standards, we can't move forward as a nation. We can't move forward as a people. We can't move forward as a state. And that's why I said it's in governor's hand. And it's also in our hands too.
Okay.
As individual, we have to play our own bit to ensure that government offices, and everywhere we work is kept clean, and our surroundings always kept clean. It's just our own good.
I wonder when some people, when they take their sachet water, immediately they are through with it. Wherever they are started, they just throw the nylon, and that's where the nylon will remain till somebody will come around to come and pick it. That's a bad habit.
Very, very bad.
At different homes, you will see some people just behind their fence. They will be throwing litters everywhere. Most people, again, when they pack litters from their homes, they will not pack it well in safe nylon. They will put it inside Indomie box and just put it by the roadside like that. What are you going to do about all this?
This act is appalling. Okay, it's uncalled for. It's rather unfortunate. By now, I expected everyone in Osun State to have,
Key into
developed into a level that yes, we will do zero tolerance to all this kind of
okay.
This habit. Okay, we have come a long way, sensitizing, educating our people. I know this media house has done more than enough long ago, which we are still doing, to ensure that people are well educated on the way and manner we can live a healthy life. Okay, the manner at which people, especially the elites, okay, come and see the quantum of reduce at Edeye State. I know it's not peculiar to Edeye, it's everywhere. Okay, so you can imagine even the elites, why going to office? They will just put their reduce inside the boot, and why going? They just park and just
empty it by the roadside.
You can just imagine. So this act it calls for a kind of a change of narrative. There is need for us to change the narrative, and I know the government is doing well, and I know even this new government has started well. We have to help this government. Okay, I want to charge us. I want to challenge everyone that we have to. We used to say that. Antori Ajaja.
Ajani ta ló ń jà lẹ́kùnlé o.
To have come this way, okay, to have spoken in Yoruba this time around. But in a way, this is for our own health. Okay, when we are healthy, that is when we can go out and do our job and hand, okay, and feed well and become great in life. So this attitude of people just taking sachets of water and just dropping it, it has become our culture. And it's rather unfortunate. We have negative culture. It's just part of our negative culture for us to just believe that it's normal for somebody else to come and do it for me. We have to take responsibility. Many of us are not taking it.
Okay. Now, if we must take responsibility, let's start with the head of offices. Like we have a director general here. There are places where they have executive secretary, and where students will be having commissioners and all the likes. But currently, we have coordinating director, permanent secretary, directing the affairs there. As a number one sanitarian officer in the state, what are your charges to these people?
Yeah, we want to charge them. They are all our bosses. We want to appreciate them. And I want to believe that now that the governor, okay, has given us, has dished out directive, all of them had no choice than to kill him, okay, and that is the way we can move Osun State forward, okay, as a boss, as executive secretary, as a director general, what have you, and the hem of affairs in all various government offices. It beholds on such individual to ensure that they have structure, the kind of structure put in place, to involve every member of staff of his or organization, okay, to ensure that apart from Thursday that is mandatory for us to keep clean our environment, on daily basis, there should be individuals that will be shadowed with the responsibility of keeping the environment clean. Okay, then I don't know, maybe these days we don't have the young, the young, very low officers who are in charge of cleaning. We need cleaners.
We have cleaners, but they may not be enough. That's the question.
Okay.
It's not that the offices don't have cleaners anymore.
I'm sure
it's not.
As we have it in our local government, and maybe it's applicable in some of these states agencies and parastatals. We don't have cleaners as such.
Okay.
Councils again. We have people in our department that we call health attendants.
Okay.
Or ex-laborers. These are the people, in fact, they have numbered us. Gone are the days. This set of people, they wear brand over brand. They are the ones that will be put in charge of markets. They are the ones that will be put in charge of palaces, in charge of public places. Some will be in charge of dredging of streams.
Okay.
Some will be in the office, doing all sorts of things. And apart from that, all departments, all offices, we have cleaner. But maybe because in the recent time, there have not been any employment per se in the recent time. Because apart from West Department, we environmental officers, that our number is highly dwindling. We have it's applicable in many departments.
I'm coming to that, and like I started, we wish the governor and the government well. As the government is trying to settle down, I hope you're going to make all these challenges available to him so that he can know how to work with it, because the other time you said you are only 3 in the Jibo local government. How many of you are there now?
Yeah, we are 4 here.
You are 4 now.
We are 4.
4 environmental health officers in the whole local government. How well can you do it? And you are the state chairman of the environmental health officers.
I cannot be there always.
You cannot be. You cannot be everywhere.
This week, I've been able to go to Ejibo.
Okay.
Because yesterday, like I said,
you were in the
okay, day before, we are doing one thing or the other this issue of water projects.
Okay.
The governor is embarking upon.
Okay.
One of the loading projects that he is planning to commission to mark his 100 days notice.
Okay.
It's also within our problem.
Okay.
So I've been busy all days. And like we said, 3, 2, even 2 in some councils, 4, the highest is 5.
I hope you have made this available to him, the information about it.
He should be aware, and if it's not aware, we already put up our paper.
Okay.
And then those that are working with him, the end of service and the technocrats, they are aware of all these parts. And I know with time we have their access to get to him. We've not been able to get to him.
But one thing I still want to tell our people is that we should not wait until we are first to do certain things. I remember in 1984-85, this was when the current president, Democratic president, was in the military head of state, war against indiscipline, and we remember how they would come out, the military officers would come to town to ask people to clean up their environment. I think we should not wait till that time. We shouldn't wait. So everybody is like what our friend will say here, that security matter is a serious matter. So we tag health matters a serious matter as well. So let's look at our market situation now. Okay, Tuesday, Bono. If you are in the Kirun on Alamisi Day, if you are passing through Shekono, you are going to Ife. If you are in Dede, if you are in Dodori, in Wo, and other markets all over, what strategy are you trying to put in place to make sure these places are very clean?
Sorry, Morito, maybe before we get to market, let me also appreciate our governor, maybe governor.
Okay.
He has recently released stipend of certain amount of money for all councils.
Okay.
On environmental sanitation. And we have started working on this, and we have our record on local government
basis. Okay.
To showcase that yes, we are doing our job. We just want to employ our governor to also, put in more effort to ensure that the amount is raised. Okay. Because if we must have a clean environment, it's a serious job. It's a serious issue, and it got money. Serious money, okay, and we can also draw money. We can get money from indiscipline. Like you said, our markets that they are just filled up with all this kind of
Waste.
waste and what have you. There's no doubt about the fact that markets, even where we don't have markets, we will generate waste.
Okay.
As human, by the time you spend 30 minutes, 1 hour in a place, you're already generating waste. Because you will take water, you eat food, okay, you will use paper, you will use all sorts of things, you will use leaf. So it definitely leads to generation of waste around us. Now let's talk, you can just imagine how, for aluminum, waste that we generated in our market. And that's why we are advising our women in the market and men in the market that they should key into government's arrangement, okay, engaging the PSP. I think the major way that we can achieve this is the market as a body, as an entity. We have the market Yalojas, we have the Babalojas. They are in charge. Okay, we have committee that we call Clean Technical Committee.
Okay.
As the name applies, it has been in existence for a while. Okay, so this committee, Yaloja, Babaloja, they are part of the committee, and their shadow responsibility to make sure they bring together market men and women together to ensure that there is a way they can contribute money in a little way. Engage PSP, because government cannot do it all unless we are deceiving ourselves. If we go to developed countries, we see that some of these things government don't do for them. They pay tax for it. But in this area of the world, we expect government to do everything for us. We expect government to even bid for us, and it's not possible. So I want to encourage our market people that they should key into this arrangement. We have PSP, although we might not have them in all councils, but major councils, the Shogbo, Ede, and some other major councils, we have the PSP, and they can always do this for us if you pay them.
But if I must talk about this PSP that you've mentioned, most of them do not have good vehicles. And the vehicles are rickety, and when you see them going about picking waste here and there, if they are moving from point A to B, you see what they are parked, flying about and dropping on the road. What advice do you have for those people who are still in this business?
Recently, I was called to give a talk, okay, at their meeting, one of their meetings, and they should be.
Okay.
So, and I think one of those key things that we discussed that day, I was not the only one that gave speech. One of the key things that we discussed was this issue that just raised.
Okay.
I work in Ijibu, and I know I usually see what is operational.
Okay.
They have not said lie at all. They have said the truth. Okay, many of them, they do not cover their waste while taking it
to where they're going to drop.
Okay, so we have already educated them, and we believe that they are going to turn a new leaf, change for better, change the narrative. Then, like you said, many of them may be because our people that are not cooperating. Okay, they have brought down this business, okay, to gain. And if you are in any business, okay, and there is no gains, there is every likelihood that business will will come down. And that's why, because our people are not keen, our people are not cooperating. Those that started, they are not sustaining it. Those that have actually engaged them from the beginning. Many of them, they are no more interested because they believe that there's nothing, there's no money, there's no. But we have to find money to get this thing work. Unless we are cooperating with these people, it's very difficult for them to maintain their vehicle. Okay, someone who is given a cluster to cover like 100 houses, okay, and only just 10 are paying. What do you expect from such? What kind of service do you expect from such PSP? And it's not as if they don't have their own faults. Okay, for those of them that needs to do repair to fix their vehicle so that it will be motorable.
I was listening to one yesterday. He was talking with a woman, maybe one of their customers, that they are using diesel for the vehicle. Diesel is expensive, mechanic work and some other things. I just passed there. And
it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
We can understand the diesel, no doubt about the fact. Everybody knows that diesel, mechanic, spare parts, and meanwhile, we are not increasing the fare.
And they're going to pay the staff as well. Okay, okay. We will pray with them that things will change for better. However, I want you to wrap up now. 1, 2, 3 headings to the government, to the civil servants, and to the PSP people, and to the Yalogers.
Yes, let me start from the government.
Okay.
Our governor has spoken and he has begun well. And I want to believe that now that he has started well, he should keep
up the good job.
Keep up the good job.
Okay.
That's why I said it's in his hands. Okay. And those that are working with him, in the state level, the local government level, we have a lot to do to ensure that the directive of government is put to the letter.
Okay.
Okay. We have to work on it to ensure that yes, we start from somewhere. A journey of 1,000 miles starts from
the step.
We have already started well. Let us keep it up. Let's make sure on a weekly basis we observe Thursday, they may pick any other day, Thursday sanitation, and on daily basis we ensure that we clean our environment. Let us buy dustbin to our offices. Let us engage PSP, even the government offices, government secretariats. We have to engage, these people. The moment they are doing their work, they have to continue doing the good work. Okay, you know them for. And for we environmental officers, yes, to whom much is given, much is expected. Government has been so good to us. Even civil servant altogether, we are being paid regularly, and even the governor has promised us that we're going to enjoy this administration in this government. This government belongs to everyone. Okay. Let us do our own bit to ensure that yes, we do what is right.
Hello, sir. Sanitary, and I want to admonish you to please, let's say 1 or 2 things, even if it's 2, 3 lines before we go in Yoruba, so that we reach out to some of our people at home.
Yes, Yarale Kwaro. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Antanson bí náà ni pé ìjọba bàbá wa Nurudeen Adeleke wọ́n ti pàṣẹ wípé kí gbogbo ilé iṣẹ́ kí wọ́n wà ní mímọ́.
Gbogbo àyíká
pátá wọ́n sì wà ní mímọ́. A sọ fún wa wípé àyíká tó dára náà ló ṣe atọ́kùn fún ìlera tí ó péye. Nígbà tí a bá wà ní ìlera tó péye, òun ni a ó lè ní ìdàgbàsókè, ni a ó lè lọ bí iṣẹ́ wa, òun la lè rí bá ti ṣe tí a dẹ̀ rí ọ̀nà gbígbà. Ohun tí gómìnà wa ń fẹ́ yìí tó fi pàṣẹ yìí, kì í ṣe pé bóyá ó yẹ kán ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa kọ́ wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ọ̀gá wa ṣe sọ ń bí pé ká máa fà wá tẹ̀tẹ̀ àìṣe ọmọdé mọ́. Ó yẹ ká mọ tó tọ́ tó yẹ. Tí a bá mu inú sachet water, omi náà rà, ó yẹ ká mọ tí ó yẹ ká jù sí. Gbogbo ilé pátá ó yẹ ká ní ilé dustbin, ilé tí a máa ń dalẹ̀ sí, tí ó dẹ̀ ní cover. Ó dẹ̀ yẹ kí a gba àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ tá ń pè ní PSP tó máa ń lọ káàkiri tó máa gbé ìdọ̀tí yẹn. Kò yẹ kó jẹ́ wípé nísìnyí àtúnṣe tí wọ́n á tún máa gbé ilẹ̀ sí àárín títì tàbí ẹ̀gbẹ́ títì táwọn máa retí kí àwọn ó mà kí wọ́n kó. Ó lè pé àwọn náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn, àwọn náà dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ wa. Ìjọba níṣẹ́ pọ̀ láti ṣe láti rí pé iṣẹ́ yìí tẹ̀síwájú láti fi owó sílẹ̀ ní yanturu fún àwọn ètò tí a ṣe yìí. Kí àwa ènìyàn náà ká sì rí pé àwa náà ṣe ojúṣe wa, kí a rí pé a ń gbé nínú àlàáfíà pípé, kí a mójútó ara wa, kí a mójútó àyíká wa. Àwọn ìyá lọ́jà, bàbá lọ́jà, kí wọ́n á ṣe ojúṣe wa bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. Gbogbo àlá máa ń bá wọn ṣèpàdé kí wọ́n rí pé àwọn nǹkan tá à ń bá wọn sọ yìí wọ́n mú ṣẹ fún ìdàgbàsókè ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate you for coming on the program today, and we want to thank our viewers up there. We must appreciate the environmental health officers for good job that they are doing all over the places there. We wish you all the best as you go about your business. And as a station of the government, we must let the people know what the governor wants. The governor is saying that everybody must keep his or her environment clean. So this is what we are saying here, that if you don't want to see or receive the wrath of the government, keep your environment clean. And the environmental health officers are promised that they'll be coming around to see to clean environment. We wish you all the best. And the officer is sanitarian, Olufemi Ola, is the chairman of the State Environmental Health Officers Association, otherwise known as EOAN. We thank you for coming. He's not the only person here. The secretary of EOAN is here, Sanitarian Raphael Akiola. We thank you for coming, and we thank Sanitarian Akiola as well. Extend our greetings to all other executive and all environmental health officers. I thank my colleagues in the studio this week, and this is where we're going to have a break for on this program this morning. But definitely, we'll expect us to come around again on Monday for another topic. We thank everybody for doing a good job. I remain yours sincerely, Olasukomi Oyibayo. Have a blessed weekend.